Howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. Welcome to this another brand new day in which I had put on my bracelet, went downstairs, had to go to the bathroom, took it off because I wanted to wash my hands, forgot to put it back on, so it's downstairs and I'm recording. So thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, welcome to this, a brand new day filled with hope and promise and dreams and nightmares and terror and disappointment. Thumbs up, all the things that life is. And of course, for the Shelton, Washington, United States of America, Northern American continent, third planet from the sun, weather report. It was on the rain last night. It was very windy. And it was just tiny little droplets. It was like, it was barely more than mist, but it was present. And you needed an umbrella because you were going to get coated with moisture. But it wasn't actual raindrops. So fun. And it's dark outside now, but not raining. So yay. And last night with just a sheet, nothing else. And I was way too hot trying to sleep. I had to turn my fan directly on me on maximum power with just a sheet, and I was still uncomfortably warm, so yay! But then ever since like the year 2000, I've been going through male menopause, where I'll be sweating because I'm so hot, and then I'm freezing, and then I'm too hot again, and it's that fast where I can go from, oh my God, I've got to turn on the air conditioner. Jesus God, I didn't even get it turned on. I'm freezing. And oh, now I'm burning up again. So it's been fun and I'm having to deal with that. Yay. It's not really male menopause, even though they talk about male menopause. So yay. I mean, your body changes, but there's no big major change if you have this kind of body. You don't actually go through menopause. Thumbs up. I mean, maybe. It's hard to say. I mean, we're learning more all the time, so who knows? A couple things I want to talk about today. Like this morning, I came in and I could not see my hamster down in his bedding. I was digging through the cage trying to make sure he was okay, and then all of a sudden, just out of the bedding, boink, up comes this hamster head, and he was very active. He was not sleeping. He was just doing hamster things under the bedding. They're burrowing creatures, and then boink. And so he came up, and I picked him up, and I let him run around, and then I put him back into his cage, and he didn't freak out at all, set him down, and he immediately went into doing what he wanted to do, and it was a very good thing. So he's sleeping now. He's a near ghost hamster, but that could change as he gets older. Thumbs up for that. He's a good little guy, and it's awesome. It makes me so happy having a hamster again. So yay. A very good thing. I really wanted to talk about this one quick because I want to talk a lot about my cosmic horrors and stuff again. But first, a big difference between, I used to use Wondershare's Filmora as my video editor. I now use, of course, HitFilm Express. The big difference between the two, there's a huge difference. With Wondershare, you can't really make the things that are a part of it. If you figure out how to use a lot of expensive programs, you can make your own wipes and stuff like that. But they sell you packs of themed wipes and animated things and motions. All these things that you can do to your video, and they'll sell you in packs. You can't really make your own, but they'll sell you packs. HitFilm Express has packs where it doesn't really add like wipes and this, that, and the other. It adds capabilities to the program. So they don't sell you packages of wipes and blends and all these things. They sell you the tools to make your own wipes and such. And the wipe, of course, is just when it goes whoosh, whoosh, from one picture to another, and there's the dividing line that wipes from one side of the screen. You can buy a million different types of those on Wondershare's Filmora. Or you can figure out how to make your own on HitFilm. A little bit of extra work, But I watched a tutorial this morning that showed me how to do a lot of the wipes that you could buy off Wondershare. I don't need Wondershare for that sort of thing anymore. I now know how to make them, and hopefully I'll be using them today. So it is a very good thing. It is an amazing tool, so thumbs up on that. If you ever want a good video editor, HitFilm Express is free. There's various tiered versions of it that add more capabilities to it, but it's all still the bare bones. You just add packages. So it's worth it. Definitely a thumbs up if you're into editing. And then there is, I don't know if this one's going to be a long talk or a little talk or what, but I've thought about this one for a long time. I've probably mentioned it. It's another story created thing, but with my ADHD, it's taking forever for me to think of these things and get it all done. But I have talked about before how the cosmic horrors have had defining moments that took them from their physically and mentally immature forms, had their defining moment, and that brought on rapid physical and mental changes to their mature forms. These defining moments are generally tragic, some of them much more tragic than others. I'm not quite sure what happens with Beta Nera. Beta Nera is the kind of amphibian cosmic horror, and something happened with it. It is basically agoraphobic. It likes water, being under deep, deep, deep water. Hundreds of kilometers of water where you can't see the sky. And it's nice and cold and dark, and you don't have to be afraid. So that's why Beta Nera spends so much time underwater. I'm not sure what happened, and I'll work on that, because I figured out Tamakanoso's defining moment. Now, Tamakanoso is the wolf-like one that runs with a pack. When Tamakanoso was younger, in its immature form, it had found a pack and was running with the pack. Being the child of Amaterasu, being a cosmic horror, it attracts attention. Now, there are other beings of power, and just because you are one of Amaterasu's children, the most powerful in the multiverse, even she does not go some places because they're too dangerous. Does not get involved with some situations because it's too dangerous. Does not get involved with some individuals because it's too dangerous. She is the most powerful. But part of that is also knowing when to run. And the cosmic horrors have one thing that nothing else in the universe, the multiverse, has, and nothing else that the multiverse can deal with. Doesn't know how to, there's no defenses. They can step from any point in the multiverse to the infinite abandoned city because they were born there. They can step there because Amaterasu swam out of the void to the infinite abandoned city. They can all step there. Nothing else in the multiverse can. Nothing. The cosmic horrors are the only ones that can interact with it. And because they're the only ones that can interact with it, the rest of the multiverse has never figured out a defense because it can't interact with it. And so these beings, the cosmic horrors, if faced with something horrific that they simply cannot face, they can run, the final run. They can step to the city. And because they are disconnected from the time stream there, if you can't be followed, and it's cut off from the time stream, so billions of universes can grow, mature, wither, and die in what feels like 5 minutes of being in the city. You run there, you don't have to worry about anything anymore. And so Tamakamoso was running, and a very powerful, there are the Gokura, us, the numberless, prey. There is the next step up from that, Gekire, small predator. Gekiri, predator. Gekiru, armored predator. And then above the Gekiru is the Gekira, Amaterasu. For Tamakamoso, it was running with its pack, and a very powerful Gekiru faced off against it. Says, I match you in every power, ability, and skill you have. If you step to another universe, I will chase you. Nothing will change. You are going to stay here, and you are going to fight me, and you are going to die. Or you can run to the city, and if you do so, I will kill your pack. What do? Because the young Tamakamoso was a part of the pack, as long as one part of the pack lives on, they're never really gone. So it ran to the city, to the sounds of its pack dying. And it was that defining moment that brought it to mental and emotional maturity, and it has turned its back on its family and its mother, not in a malicious way, but so that it doesn't attract attention, and just runs with its current pack of Gekiri. It's hiding with the pack as they just run with no past, no future, just right now. No thinking, no planning, just being. The others, of course, have their own. Jimare, the immobile fungus-type being in the infinite abandoned city, had to deal with its immobility. It can't move. It's stuck in the city. It has to deal with isolation, and that is very bad for it. There are times when it has very bad times. Godzi Ray almost got Beta-Nera killed, and that was supposed to be its defining moment. But what really became its defining moment was after maturity, when it almost got itself killed again because of its overconfidence. And Amaterasu has said, no, almost losing you this second time almost killed me. I cannot survive a third. And she has turned her back on Godzi Ray because she can't take another attack like that. So she's mourning her dead child, and she considers Godzi Ray dead and gone. And that tears Godzi Ray apart. Arrogance, of course, is trying to catalog the multiverse, because it only has a half-formed memory of this one, not multiverse, a universe that it just fell in love with, and there's nothing left of it, and it'll never come back. So it's trying to catalog the entirety of the multiverse. An impossible task. It's infinitely large, but it's gonna try. So they've all got these defining moments that are just, they're broken. Thumbs up for that. What else do I have real quick? Oh yes, and then there's the, you can always walk along a path of power. All you have to do is realize that there's more. Like if the Gokura, if we realize that this is, given physical proof that we are just part of a multiverse, you are shown the door to walk a path of power. And there are as many paths of power as there are beings, and there are an infinite number of beings in the multiverse. There are an infinite number of paths of power. Each one is individualized. 99% of the infinite amount of powerful beings in the universe have at their core basically a human being that walked a path of power and is now very powerful. starting off on the path of power, of course, you do things, and you may be that person that is wearing rags, sleeping in bushes. You know, people say, what happened to you? You used to be so successful, and now you're homeless, and you look like you're dying of hunger. And he's like, none of this matters. And when I walk out of this mortal form, I will become even more powerful. Yeah, to the rest of us, you're mad and you die lonely and on the street. But if you can pull forward and keep going, that's just the first step to becoming a real being of power. And I've opened up 24 hours for the comments my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce or use a name, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, mourning, and more, I am lucky I can remember anything at all. So let me call it my crone. And we have Sauna Tomorrow, thumbs up and thank you. Hellboy, greatly appreciated. Tommy Nilsson, thumbs up. Frederico Espinosa, thumbs up. Goofy Ronbert, thumbs up and thank you. Ethan Rohrbaugh, greatly appreciated. Todd Hill, I'm very sorry, but thank you. Tuscernini01, I sure hope I'm close. Melissa R, good to see you in the comments. Thank you very, very much. Scott Poling, greatly appreciated. The B-Boy, thumbs up. Made in Canada. Well, yeah, I know. I was not doing so well in that game. But I did better. X Purple Hills, greatly appreciated. Good idea. Poo Tang, thumbs up. I Like Carell, thumbs up. And Red Hot Chili Fan 98, thumbs up and good to see you. Michelle Lee, thumbs up. Moises LOM, thumbs up. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Peter Tchaikovsky, I sure hope I'm close. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up. An anime fan, good to see you in the comments. Nicholas Fuentes, thumbs up. Russian Timing, good to see you, my friend. And Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head into the world dealing with real people. It is a definite thumbs up. Definitely appreciated on that. If you could check out my various links down below, like Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wish listing as well. With things like cat food and hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. A definite thumbs up. Woof. And of course, the lobster hat wearing duckhead of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. It is ready, not eager, but ready to cast that scorn upon any and all whom it finds disappointing. Its mockery is severe. Do not disappoint the lobster hat-wearing duckhead of judgment. It suffers from a surplus of scorn. It does. And of course, Black Lives Matter. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. And of course, please stay as creative and safe as you can during these hard times. It's not easy, but do your best. Thumbs up on that. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I've got to record and then edit and then upload a video for later today, so I got stuff to do. Still have to call about getting a tube shoved up my backside so that they can look at the insides of my intestines, make sure I'm not going to have, like, cancer and die awfully. So hopefully I'll get that done. That would be a good thing. Woof. So, unless you have to go out, please stay home. If you have to go out, please wear a mask, wash your hands, and try not to touch your face. Practice your social distancing. You really don't want this. It's not good. I mean, I don't have it. Hopefully I never will. I'm going to get a vaccine as soon as I can, so thumbs up on that. But for right now, please be careful. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. So, practice what self-care you can. Be as creative as you can. And, well, I shall see you.